Right. Hey guys, hope you all are doing fine. Just a minute. Yeah, we are very less in number today yet. We'll start off. Let me quickly turn on my cam. Okay. Thank Yep, hello there. Here we meet again. Welcome to TFUG On Air, and this is our first on air event that we are scheduling. Yeah, I'll wait for another minute so that you guys can join up quickly. We are very less in number today, despite of a lot of RSVPs we got. Yep, let's wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll go ahead. Okay, so we were about to start at 5, but yeah, we are late. Till then, let me see who's in the comments. Let's just drop hello all. Also, guys, this is an open for all event. No RSVPs needed, nothing. You can just simply share the link with your friends, ask them to join up, and yeah, we'll definitely do some exploring today. This is not going to be a boring event where I'll show you swanky presentations and bore you with all the technical talk. We'll directly dive into the code and see what's cooking. So let's see. Just a minute. Okay, I think the demo is not working. Okay, so in the comments we have Prakash, we have Mahi and Adnan. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Um, Also, a person is asking, is there any chance to take online workshops or meetings for our community? Yes, definitely we can connect. Drop us a mail and we'll reach you out. So, yep. Just a minute, guys. I'll present my screen. Okay, so how many of you know what we are going to discuss today? I hope you guys have already seen our banner. Yep, here we go. So we are going to build a generative AI agent using Vertex AI Agent Builder for mobile. Basically, I'll tell you what generative AI agent is, what exactly AI agents are, then why we are using Vertex AI for it, and what is the complexity while building it for mobile. So this is a very niche topic and a very specific area of focus. Let's get started. Don't Also, guys, just like I said, I won't waste your time showing a swanky PPT, going into a lot of theory. I'll give a brief overview so that you guys understand very well, and then we'll also have a AMA ask me anything session at the end, if you guys have any doubts. Also, yep. So, any idea on what a generative AI agent is? Firstly, guys, I would like to ask you what generative AI is, how it is different from regular artificial intelligence. Drop down your answers in the comments. I want to know more, and of course, the correct answer will get pinned. So, yep. How come generative AI is different from just AI? What do you guys think? Okay, so hope you guys can see me. I can see a lot of answers, a lot of very creative answers used to generate media and text. Just media and text. Can't we generate anything else from that? Okay. So basically, guys, when you Google generative AI versus AI, it clearly tells that generative AI is focused on creating new content, or basically creating content from scratch. So earlier we had seen a lot of machine learning examples where we train a model with a lot of data, and it detects or maybe gives a prediction that this is going to be like this. So that was traditional supervised machine learning. But generative AI is something like it itself creates something new, something that is never existent earlier, from the data it is trained with. So that is generative AI. So it is also, what do we say, uh, used for analyzing, interpreting a lot of data. So yep, that is about it, and let's move ahead. So okay, fine, that is generative AI. What about AI agents? So what are AI agents, guys? Anyone who has known what AI agents are, what are they used for, or anybody who has worked with them before? Anyone in the comments? Yeah, just drop your ideas. What do you think AI agents are? If you really don't know what they are, simply just drop what do you think they are. And also, there are no wrong answers. Okay. Yeah, I'll wait for another minute, guys. You can feel free to tell what do you think generative AI agents are. Of course, you are here because you want to explore them, so maybe you have did a bit of background research about them, uh, not as much as I have done. Also, yeah, it still says starting at 5:30, so let me change that first. Okay, done. So Mahi is saying Alexa is one, Siri is one. Nope, not at all. Alexa and Siri are assistants, but not generative AI agents. So all right, let me not waste time. Let me quickly tell you what generative AI agents are. So okay, we've got another comment. Agents that decide and act. Mohammad Adnan. Yeah, almost there. You're almost there, buddy. Um, so let me tell you what a generative AI agent is. So firstly, it is a system program. It is a piece of code, or basically a package, which are designed to perform specific tasks. Here I've written that that is capable of autonomously performing tasks on behalf of a user or another system. So basically they run on three main things. This four main things, you can say: their perception, the capability of decision making, what action they are going to take, and the fourth one is learning. So through feedback and through reinforcement, what they learn and make themselves better. So this is how they work. And basically they are sort of, what do we say, just like I said, a piece of code or a program that is performing its own set of tasks, that is what do we say, that it is programmed to do, just like most of the systems. But this is an AI agent, so this is specifically made to perform artificial intelligence tasks so that we can reach any goal. For example, let me take a very good example. A service assistant, like a bot which talks to you. Let's say that you have to call a customer support. Instead of a person talking, a bot talking. And I'm not talking about just the assistant part of it. So basically, AI agent is something that is like a package that can be applied everywhere. So let's say something that analyzes some data. You want to throw an Excel at AI agent's face, and it should analyze data and give you some result. So you can make a program or an application out of it. But why an AI agent? that is something you need to think of. So basically this is like a package. This is like a autonomous system that you need not write from scratch. You can build it on top of something and deploy it. So that is one thing. So yeah, this sounds cool, right? Well, how can we make one? So basically, how do you make them, and why should you make them when you can make your own project? Or let's say you can write it from scratch. Why should you make a generative AI agent? So guys, anybody who has an idea can drop down in the comment. uh, let me give you a minute or so to do. uh, it sounds cool, it sounds good, but why do we need it? Why should we make a generative AI agent? Okay, there are a lot of comments coming up. To make our work faster, yes, 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 that is a very good thing. To make our work faster, yes, innovation, of course, man. Innovation is obviously there, but it is quite faster to use a generative AI agent to put it in your application and use it for whatever purpose you are taking it for. And instead of coding everything from scratch, that takes, of course, a very long time. So let me tell you a couple of things, guys. Number one is adaptability. So a lot of packages, a lot of static software, a lot of things which we make from scratch might not be able to adapt to every environment. So I think that is where Docker comes into the action. So uh, adaptability in the sense, I also talk about compatibility. So that is one thing. Also adapting responsiveness over time. And a responsiveness, not, I don't mean the UI responsiveness, the um, rate of taking responses. So that is one thing. And complex problem solving. AI agents can be specifically made to target one particular area. Just like I said, let's say if I want to make a conversational AI agent, I focus on only on conversational AI. I don't take a very huge LLM model or something which is trained to do multiple tasks and take one application from it. That is not how it's done. A generative AI agent or a general AI agent is made only to achieve one specific task. So that is exactly where we are focusing on. Complex problem solving made easy, plus limited scope. So I'll also tell another couple of things which are related to this is personalization. So let's say if your task, or let's say your um, what do we say, you just want to build an MVP on top of your application. Let's say you want to build an MVP that is kind of a chatbot, kind of a chatbot. So there it is application specific. You need not integrate a whole LLM into it, so that if you ask something related to anything that is going on in the world, it won't answer. So basically when you I'll tell you what, why am I telling this. Let's say you are building a specific chatbot for a hospital. You should be asking, uh, I mean, you should be expecting questions from the users like when can I book an appointment, or what kind of doctors are there at your hospital, so that the chatbot replies accurately with proper data. Instead, if you integrate or build on top of an existing model, or on top of an existing what do we say, a chatbot provider, what happens is it is not area specific, it is not personalized, it is a general chatbot which can throw random answers at you. That is what happens when you come to generative AI. So um, if it is a regular chatbot, it has pre-trained answers, and it can take only specific amount of questions in some specific style. You cannot ask anything to it. So that is how stuff can go sideways. So AI agents, especially generative AI agents, are personalized, so you can precisely make them. So yeah, let's directly jump into a few documentations, especially from the Vertex AI platform itself, and see how we can make one and what exactly they are. Yup. I'm getting a lot of comments, very nice. Kasi Ramanathan says like LangChain, which calls LLM. Exactly. That is how it works. Based on prompt, it runs various tasks. Yes, but here we are not exactly taking prompts in consideration. We are trying to build a generative AI agent itself, which of course should be capable of taking prompts. So yeah, let's jump into some documentation. Okay, let me, I hope you guys can see my screen, which is Google Cloud's documentation. Can you just drop me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys can see my screen? It should be on the Google Cloud. Just a minute. I'll also drop the link in the chat, so that you guys can follow me. Comments. Yep. Yeah, here you go. So this is the link, guys. If you want to follow the link, you guys can have a look with me. So yeah, just like it says, uh, build and deploy enterprise ready generative AI experiences. So there is something called as Vertex AI generative, Vertex AI Agent Builder. Generative AI is all over my mind, so I'm like saying it a lot of times. Please don't mind. So yeah, so the reason why generative AI, again, my bad, Vertex AI Agent Builder comes into the picture is Google Cloud. Google Cloud offers you a wide range of AI tools, AI use cases, and Vertex AI is one of its what do we say, state of the art AI tool. And under that, on top of Vertex AI, there is this agent builder which the users can use to make your own AI agent builder. So here you need not write everything from scratch. What do we say, like designing the code, or maybe deciding the architecture for how your agent is going to be, how what do we say, um, how it is going to take, process, and channelize the responses, and how it is going to be trained. All of these things, Vertex AI does that, so that you could get a finished product and personalize it, fine tune it much further to just put it in your application and just get the work done. So that is how it is. And as you can see on the right in the product highlights, the third one says ground agents and apps in your data with our RAG offering. So anybody who knows RAG, drop the full form in the comments, and yeah, I'll try to give you a goodie when I meet you somewhere outside, and maybe in a meetup, if you get the answer right. Just I need the full form of RAG. Ouch. Okay, I see a couple of comments. Hmm. Yeah, go on, guys. You can Google it, no worries. Retrieval AUG generation. You're close, but not exactly. Okay, retrieval augmented generation. Yes. So you've answered it right. Can you also tell me what it means? Let's make it a bit more complex. Let's make it more interactive. Can you tell what exactly it means? What exactly RAG means? I think I got you. I caught you there. Maybe you guys know the full form of it, but might not know what exactly it means. All right, cool. Anyways, let's move ahead. Yeah. Hmm. So how does this agent builder work? Let me go further and show you how it does. Hmm, just a minute. Yeah, here you go. So if you click on the tab, how it works, you can view the documentation. Let's also go into this thing and see how it works. Yep. So as you can see, there are two things: Vertex AI agents and Vertex AI search. So today we are focusing on Vertex AI agents. So just a minute. I don't want search, buddy. Whoops. Hold on, guys. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see here, it says Vertex AI agents are new uh, natural language understanding platform built on LLMs. So directly you are leveraging all the power, all the computational power from LLMs into a agent which is compatible, light, and very well optimized. So that is how they work, and I have got a series of videos also which you might like. So they are directly from Google IO Connect, which I'll be sharing at the end of the session in the comments. If you guys want it, you guys can go have a look. And just a minute. Okay, a lot of people are putting in the comments, combines info retrieval with models for accurate response. Yes, that is right, but not the complete answer. um, Leverages LLM more specific custom data to give more context. Yeah, that is also right. And there is another comment which says search the internal doc. Acha, search the internal docs before calling the LLM. Yeah, even that is right. So yeah, moving ahead. So basically, how does Vertex AI agents work? Again, number one, natural language, because it clearly says that it is a new natural language understanding platform. So NLU, natural language understanding. The agent builder understands, interprets the queries from the user. So let me go back to the presentation and I'll do some very beautiful drawing for you. Just a minute. Yep. So let's say if I, oops, subheading. Yeah. If a user throws a prompt and says, mm, write a poem for me, it should go all the way to your agent builder so that it recognizes it and writes a poem for him. So basically, to understand this particular line, you need something called as natural language processing. Whoops, natural language processing. So and this basically called as NLP. A lot of people are pretty interested in it. Maybe some of you have also made a few projects in NLP. If you have, just leave a thumbs up in the comment if you have made any projects in NLP. So just like this, what do we say? There is natural language understanding. So basically, the LLM tries to understand something from the user given input. So let me also note it down. LLM tries to break down, interpret the user given input, which basically is in a natural speaking language. So that is how it goes. So just like we give prompts, just like we give commands to Siri or Google Assistant or whatever it is. So that is how it recognizes it. So number one being NLU, natural language understanding. So I'll just write it NLU, and then comes recognition. So have you guys tried asking Gemini questions in Telugu or English, sorry, or Hindi, any of your local language except English? Have you guys tried doing that? I can see Mahi says yes. Um, and whenever you ask Gemini or just a minute. Okay, a person says I asked in yeah. Mahi says I asked Korean and Hindi. So what reply did you get? Did you get it in um, English or in Korean or Hindi? What was the reply you got it in? Okay, this might take a bit of time for him to type the comment. English. Okay, just a minute. Let me pull up Gemini and ask it something in Hindi. Let's say if it analyzes it or not. Yeah, perfect. So let me pull up Gemini in this tab. I hope you guys can see the screen. Yes. Okay. So I'll just close this menu. Also, as you can see, guys, I already tried doing that on the top left. If you can see, um, I'll just ask Miru ela unnaru in Telugu. Now I'll see if in what language do I get. Yup, awesome. So I got a response in Telugu itself. So this is the recognition part. So after NLU, natural language understanding, it basically has to recognize what kind of prompt it is or what exactly it is, and uh, how this thing is getting worked out. So that is also, yeah, what do we say, identifies the intent which is given in the user driven query. So let me also note it down here, which says intent in the user given query. So that is where recognition happens. So basically, our generative AI agent uses recognition and understands the intent behind the prompt which is given. So yep, we've got NLU, we've got recognition, and then there is some part of extraction that happens. Why does this extraction happens? So simply to extract the info. Yeah, that's a lame thing to say, but it is right to extract info from the input. Yep. So just like I said, when I asked Miru Ela Naru, this means how are you in Telugu. So it basically um, translated. And let me ask something in Hindi. Mm, what should I ask? इसको हिंदी में कैसे कहते हैं? Oops. Yeah, perfect. So it gives me the response in Hindi as well. So now this was an example for recognition, what sort of input it is, and uh, what do we say, what type of input it is taking. So basically, it should understand and then extract some information from it to process. So that is how recognition and extraction happens. Both are being different. Recognition is different, extraction is different. So there's basically the workflow, and then we get um, just a minute, let me remember. I memorized it very well, but yeah, takes time to process. um, Dialogue management, here you go. Dialogue management. So anybody can somebody tell, we used NLU, natural language understanding, that interprets the query. Interpretation. And then we used recognition to understand the intent, and then extraction to extract the information, then why is this dialogue management done? What exactly it is? Just any idea you guys have? Mm, okay, yeah, we are running out of time. Let's not waste time. We already started late. So, yeah, I understand. So, basically, this thing is a kind of manager to manage the workflow. So, workflow in the sense, the whole conversation flow. Let's say, if you ask Gemini to uh, debug a code in JavaScript, and you have been asking it multiple times to debug a code from JavaScript itself, and let's say if you asked it three times, for the fourth time, automatically it gives you JavaScript code. So that is managing the flow. Did you guys ever try? Did you guys ever try? Let's say if you ask Gemini, or what do we say? Not only code. Let's say if you ask it about cooking. Let's say for the first three questions are about cooking, the fourth question is kind of related to cooking. So that is how it understands that, okay, this person is trying to tell something to me and make some sense in this kind of uh, area. So that is how it is. So yeah, a lot of people are saying yes, so pretty obvious. So that is what is called as dialogue management. So all of this thing, all of these, this workflow is happening um, in on a regular basis in a fraction of seconds, but all of this goes behind the scenes. So yeah, going back again, uh, after this happens response generation. So yeah, based on everything, it pieces all the stuff together. uh Perks of changing your keyboard: you type a lot of spelling mistakes. Yep, it pieces all the stuff together and gives a response. All right, so response generation, I'll just put it in the center. Yep. So, number five, this is what happens. So, basically, whenever you give Gemini a prompt, all of this thing happens in the backend because Gemini is built on an LLM. Uh, of course, Gemini happens to be an LLM, and the Gemini which you use upfront is a very super advanced search engine running on an LLM. So that is one thing, and also let me add another thing, which is response execution, because we are discussing AI agents, so not just Gemini. So execution is another part of it. Let's say our AI agent is made to deliver something, or let's say made to optimize code. It should not just simply give a response and keep quiet. It should basically execute the task which is given to it, which means the successful running of the program which it is written for. So I would say execution is something that comes up at the last. So yep, those are the workflow of it. And so let me directly jump into the demo. I've got a code written for you guys. I thought to write it. Okay, let me, I think I have to switch my screen. Yep. So we'll just have a look at this documentation once and then we'll go back to the code. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Yep. So documentation back on the screen, just give me a thumbs up if yes. Okay, cool. um So just like it says, the common use cases of Vertex AI AI Agent Builder is build conversational AI agents in minutes. So yeah, minutes. It's right. So basically, let's say you are a mobile app developer. You like to code in Kotlin or maybe Dart. Like me, I'm a Flutter developer by heart, so um, I like to code in Dart, and I am very focused on making a mobile app. So let's say if I have a AI task to do, let's say if I have a AI application which needs to, or else a AI feature that needs to roll out. So then should I be writing the whole machine learning code? Should I be training the model? Should I be doing all that stuff from scratch? Not needed. That is where these AI agents and the AI agent builder comes into action. So there are a lot of, what do we say, approaches to follow, a lot of what do we say, um, features, and a lot of tools are built to integrate into mobile, just like TensorFlow Lite, and there is also Gemma, there is Firebase GenKit, then there are a lot of bunch of applications. But if your task is much more specific, so it is always what do we say, necessity driven. So let's say if your necessity is to build a custom RAG implementation, which you cannot do it using TensorFlow Lite or maybe Firebase GenKit, then AI agents come into picture. Or else, just like it says over here on the left, build a conversational AI agent in minutes, so that you can have a AI powered chatbot into your application. That is one thing. And then ground your apps in Google search and surface fresh data to your users. So yup, this gives direct access to what do we say, Gemini API. And I think this also offers you dynamic retrieval because it is highlighted over here. So there are a bunch of features which are uh, not needed to be coded from scratch. It can be simply integrated, and yup, you can enjoy having the luxury of AI agents in your application. And the most important part is the compatibility, optimization, and the computational power it uses. So yup, they are lightweight, they don't use much computational power, so they are ideal for mobile. So that is one thing. So let's move ahead and look at the piece of code that I have written. Yeah, just like I said, there is also build with Firebase GenKit. You guys can check out Firebase GenKit. It is one of the most newest features released by Firebase, and it is super awesome, guys. Go check it out. Also, if you have been to Cloud Community Days yesterday, there was a session on Firebase GenKit. So give it a check, guys. Give it a glance. It is a very good feature. That is one thing. So just guys, let me know if my screen is visible. It should be VS Code. Hmm, where is it? Hmm, guys, can you drop me a thumbs up if you see my screen? It will be VS Code. I think I have to shift it. It's not getting generated. Not okay, fine. So until that comes, let's set it up in Firebase. So what we need to do is to build a AI agent to make sure it properly works. Firstly, because it's a mobile app, we need a backend. So now I don't have a backend, so I'll simply go to Firebase console and put it on Firebase. Okay, I'll go to Firebase console. And how many of you like Firebase new logo? If you guys like it, drop a thumbs up. If you don't like it, drop a thumbs down. Let's see how many of you like and do not like the new logo of Firebase. Okay, so I'll create a project called as AI agent for my app. This is a very basic thing. You guys can very easily do this, because setting up a Firebase project is much easier than making an Instagram account or a Facebook account. Firebase projects, and Firebase has been optimizing itself a lot these days. And I think the logo redesign is not a part of its optimization. I'm not sure. So yep, let's see. Yeah, your Firebase project is ready. Continue. So what I will do is, also guys, this is a very crucial part. I'm building in Flutter, so I'll select Flutter. Yeah, I have the Flutter SDK, I have the CLI, I have everything. I'll copy this, I'll copy this. So this is a very crucial part. You have to run these commands from the directory of your Firebase. And also, yeah, this is what do we say, basically the setup part, the config part, which compulsorily you have to do, or else your application is not going to work. So you have to call Firebase initialize app. It is the same for everywhere. So if you are building an Android application, this is the same. If you are building a let's say web application, it is the same. You have to use firebase.initialize app. From the Firebase core package, you have to install the Firebase core package, and you have to configure Firebase options file. If it is a web app that you're building, it'll be firebase options.js. I'm building a Flutter application, so it is firebase options.dart. You can do this anytime, guys. You can just do this anytime. You can click on Android. You have the Android setup over here. You can do it for iOS. You have the iOS setup over here. So basically, you guys can do this anytime. Also, if you are building a game on, or if you are building something much cooler, you have a Unity setup here as well, web setup. So I'm building a simple Flutter application so that it runs cross-platform on Android and iOS. So I'm just doing the Flutter setup of it. That is one thing. And also I'll show you the package which we'll be using today. Also I'll show what package should be you using if you're building on Android. Whoops. Yep, this one. So there is, I think this one, where is it? Just a minute, let me check if this is the same package. There is a lot of deceiving people are doing these days. Yeah, okay, it is officially from firebase.google.com. Yeah, so this is the package. It is called as Firebase Vertex AI, so that you can add Vertex AI into your application and build an agent. Also guys, make sure you're using the latest version of Flutter while building this, so that you don't have any compatibility issues. Also the same for Android, same for Swift iOS, and same for everything. Make sure you have the latest versions. And if you are running an old project, if you want to do this, then I think you need to do some migration changes, which I'll probably discuss at the end. Let me continue with this without wasting any time. um, so yep, as you can see, installing it is pretty easy. You just have to add flutter pub add firebase vertex AI. I've already done it. So let me switch to my code. Hmm. Yep. So again, I'm repeating this again and again. Configuration of Firebase is very much needed, because we are not using any backend over here. We are simply putting it on Firebase. So that is why it is very much needed. So make sure you are using proper config files. Make sure you have added the what do we say, Firebase options file. Just make sure it is there. Also, if you don't know how to do it, simply you can Google how to add Firebase options. So I'm building in Flutter, that's why I'm just typing in Flutter. So if you want it for Android, how to add Firebase options for Android. Yep, there you go. So uh, you get a very good tutorial from Firebase itself, from their very documentation. You need not search 4 5 medium blogs, search for the right tick mark answer on Stack Overflow. So Firebase itself has a very um, good documentation, good level of documentation. You can go there and check it up. So just like we're building a Flutter application, so um, let me check out what does Firebase say. Firebase basically says that step one, you have to install the CLI. Okay, I will do that. And then dart pub global activate flutterfire CLI. Yes, I will do that as well. And then it says flutterfire configure. Okay, so once I do this, then I can initialize Firebase in my application. So it is a pretty good documentation where you have everything available. So I'll follow this to guide you through it. Okay, I'll go back to StreamYard and I'll try to see why am I not able to switch the screen. Yup, now you will be able to see VS Code. Also, guys, give a thumbs up for dark theme. Give a thumbs down for white light theme. Which one do you guys like? Or else any other emoji for light theme. Which one do you guys use? Okay, okay, okay. Yep. So just like it says, what I'll do is first um I'll open my terminal, which I think I can get here. Yeah, just like you can see, this says Firebase options is missing. So there is a problem in the code. It says Firebase option is missing. And it also says that undefined name default Firebase options. So this is what we have to create. So I'll go to the terminal. I'll go inside my directory. Also, as you can see, guys, I have upgraded my Flutter version. So I think this should be able to run on it. Let me check. Change SDK. Yeah, yeah. As you can see, I've got two SDKs, 3.23. Yeah, both are on 3.24. So yeah, the latest version it is. So clear. Oops. Am I in PowerShell? Okay, fine. Whatever it is. So yeah, fine. So here what I'll do is I'll just simply copy paste the command I copied from the Firebase. Okay, cool. It's running. Also, if you guys want, I'll give you the link to the GitHub repository of this. You can clone the project and code along with me, because basically you don't have to code at all. Everything is pre-ready for you. Okay, so just like you can see, installed executable Flutterfire and activated Flutterfire CLI. So, yep. And then I'll run this one. Flutterfire configure project name will be this. So whatever project name you have, you can simply copy paste it from the console. This might take a minute. Yep. So now it tasks found three Firebase projects. Selecting project AI agent for my app. Okay. So let's do it for Android. I also can do it for iOS, but nope. Uh, let's do it for Android. Which application ID or package name? Hmm. Should I? Okay, let me check up the name from. Okay, let me. Com dot. Oops. Yeah, let me just simply continue with com dot example dot app. You can set the application name and all the package name, etc. whatever you on whatever you like, based on what you're building and what your project is. Just for the sake of the demo, I'm just simply keeping it example. Okay, so now as you can see, the Firebase app is registered, and also the configuration part is being done. So once you do this, you will be able to uh, run Firebase on the application. So this is the basic thing. Okay, so I think this is done. Yeah, it's done for web, it's done for macOS. Also, guys, if you have built any project in Firebase, drop the link in the chat so that others can explore it. And if you want, you guys can connect with each other in the chat. Drop your LinkedIn profile so that you guys can work together with, if you have similar ideas, or maybe if you guys are building any AI project, if you want any help with it. And yep, meanwhile, our code is done. Also, guys, this is very much important part. It is giving us Firebase app ID. So basically the configuration file firebase.options is successfully generated, it says. And automatically the bug which we had, where is it, output, no, sorry, problems, yeah, the problem which we had, which said that Firebase options is missing, is gone. So that is how we simply set up a basic Firebase project. So um, now once it is gone, we are cool to run our application. So I'll simply copy this for references or something, and then I'll try to run the application. Let's see if we end up in a runtime exception, or if it runs. So I'll run it without debugging because I don't want any debugging thing to be done. Also, guys, if you give me another couple of minutes, I'll explain you the code as well, also show you the um, application, how it runs. Okay, guys, till then, till the application runs, till the demo is set up, let's have a quick chat in the description. I mean, sorry, in the chat box. How many of you are students and how many of you are professionals? Can I just get a quick intro so that I get to know my very well versed audience? Let me start off by myself. Oops, where that chat is. Drop down the documentations as well. Also, the package that I was using, Vertex AI Agent Builder documentation. This is one. Let me drop it down in the comment. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a lot of nice comments. Student, professional student. Wow, I really don't know how you're a professional student. Uh, Student at IITG. Okay, that's great. So, yep, here it is. Um, the documentation, and what else do we have got? Okay, meanwhile the code broke, I think. Yup. So yeah, this is the most what do we say, most common issues that we get while building in Flutter. So yeah, let me just simply change the Flutter SDK, I mean the minimum SDK version that it requires. So it says it should be how much? Minimum SDK should be below 23. Okay, let me simply put it 30 so that acha, it is not this one, I think. Default config may. I'll just put it 32. I think this will be fine. Oops. Okay, yep. I'm running the demo again. This is what happens every time when I make a very nice demo for you guys. Yeah, some runtime exception throws up and makes me feel awkward. So, yeah, till then, I'll copy paste all the resource link for you guys. Also, I had to send you the package which I'm using. Also, guys, if you want to use npm packages, I think it is also available for Firebase Vertex AI. You can easily build it in web. And AI agent. What else was there? Yeah, there is a very good video, which is I think a much better version of this talk, which I'm having over here. Um, I'll also give that video to you guys. It was from Google I/O, where they discussed how can we make Vertex AI agent builders for Flutter, specifically in Flutter. So if you want Android and all, you guys can simply search and check uh, for a video on Android. Also, there is a video from Next 2024. Google Cloud Next is a very what do we say? Um, just a minute. What happened to the runtime? Yeah, it is still running. Yeah. Just like I was saying, Next is a flagship event by Google. So I'll also share the video in the description. Whoops. Also in the comments. Yeah, here you go. This is the video from Next 24, and also the Google I/O's video. I'll be sharing it. Just a minute. Meanwhile, let us go through the code. This is running, right? So yeah, meanwhile, let us go through the code so that you guys uh, could get a better understanding of it. So firstly, the packages. um, what I'm building here is basically a image description video, like image description giver. So let's say I take a picture of, let's say, the Eiffel Tower. I give it a description saying that this is the Eiffel Tower, this has this history, etc., etc. So let's say you're making a travel log, or let's say you're making a travel application, or be it anything, or maybe a tourist picture of Charminar. Of course, I hope all of my viewers in this live stream are from Hyderabad, so you guys have been to Charminar someday. So if you click the picture of it, it should automatically, using generative AI, give me some description that could tell me about what the picture is, what exactly the monument, or the what do we say, famous thing in the picture is. So that is what I'm focusing on today. So that particular use case is what we are serving in making the AI agent builder. Okay, I think the app is built. It should be on the screen anytime. Okay, I'm not sharing the emulator, so let me also share the emulator. um Wiser. Yep. Also, guys, give me a thumbs up if you can see the emulator. I think you guys cannot. Can you drop me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you can see the emulator, as in the mobile output? Okay, got it. Let me try presenting the whole of my screen instead of just two these things. Let me present all of my screens so that I get to show you. Hmm, where is this StreamYard? Okay, I'll present my screen entirely. Perfect. VS Code, please. So I'll put VS Code on one side with the emulator. Yep. Now I think you guys will be able to see uh, the output with the code as well. Just give me a thumbs up if you can see. Okay, I see a very similar name, Omkar. I think this guy is one of our most frequent attendees. Yep. Okay, so yeah, guys, so this is the application. So basically this turns on and turns off dark mode. So here is a button to choose an image from the library. When I click on it and select an image from my gallery, it should give the name and description, just like I said. So now there will be a runtime exception or a error basically. So this also should catch the error. Let me see if this catches the error or not. Yes, just like I said. um, so Firebase ML API has not been used in this project. So yeah, another very important thing, I did this intentionally so that I can show you guys. So it also gave me a link. It says follow this link to enable Firebase ML API in the ongoing Firebase project. So what I'll do is I'll go to my Firebase project. I don't know where is it from all these tabs. I think here, I think in this one. Yep. AI agent. Yeah, this is one. So guys, if you really don't know and if you cannot follow the link from your app, simply Google it. Just uh, say, what do we say? Add Firebase ML API in the project. So the reason why am I keeping it basic is because, and why am I uh, deep down telling stuff is uh, because you guys are maybe doing it for the first time, so I'm just keeping it low key. Hmm. Okay, so just like it says, before you begin, if you don't already have Firebase project, create it, and then in Google API console, open and add the Firebase API. So yeah, um, we'll just click on the first link. Hmm. And it says deploy and manage models in the Firebase console. I think this is not required. uh, I'll just go to this and I'll go to my project settings. Here I'll just go to integrations, and I think I just have to add an integration over here. Okay, let me check. Hmm. Whoops. Hmm. Okay, just a minute, guys. Just give me a minute until I set this up. Just hold on until a minute. I put all my information and all. Okay. Hmm. Okay, got it. So let me present my screen again. Also, guys, I have to turn off my camera because just a minute, because of network issues. I hope you guys don't mind. Let me share up my screen again. Also, yeah, guys, give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen, and I'll quickly show you the demo, explain the code, and we'll quickly close the session. I won't be wasting your time. And after the session, if you guys wanna stay, you can. If you want to leave, also you can leave. After the demo, we'll start off AMA, ask me anything, where you can um, ask your questions, or maybe if you have any doubts, you can get them cleared. Just yeah, guys, so just like you see on my screen, we have run the project, and now there is something called as image picker that we are using to fetch all the images from our local library. And can you see my screen? I think it is visible. Can somebody tell me in the comments if it is? Yes, no, anything, guys, in the comments if you can see the screen. Okay, yeah, maybe something went wrong. Let me just fix it up. Yep, I'm back, guys. Really sorry, had a network snag. So let me share my screen. Oops. Now definitely you will be able to see my screen because I presented the right tab. Okay. Yeah, so basically, just like I was saying, this is Google Cloud Console, and from here you can go to firebaseml.googleapis.com, which is the exact um, URL which is given in the emulator. Just like you can see over here, it says console.developers.google.com, and here, as you can see, there is firebaseml.googleapis. So also with followed by your project ID or something. So here you can enable Firebase ML API. So usually this does not happen if you frequently use the cloud console for ML applications, because once this should be done once, maybe what do we say, just once. If I now enable it, every project that I initialize on this particular Google account, automatically Firebase ML API applies to it. So also it says to use this API you may need credentials. So yeah, let me also create credentials so that it does not crash again. So user data. Nope, nope. Done. So it's a very basic thing. um Oops. Next. Okay, so while I do this, let's rerun the application and check if Firebase is, I mean, what do we say? Firebase ML API is enabled and it is catching or not. So, yeah, I restarted the application. I'll check by taking a picture from my library, and now it should probably work. I'll clear this. Okay, it is loading. Yeah, please don't mind the overflow over here. Okay, now another error. Why Vertex AI API has not been used. So okay, let me firstly enable all the APIs it requires. Uh, it's troubling me a lot for that. I'll simply search for Vertex AI. What does it say? Vertex AI API. So Vertex AI API. Vertex AI API. Yep, I'll enable this. Hmm. Yep. Page crashed. Congratulations. We crashed something today. So I'll reload this. Yeah, let me enable it again. And if this crashes again, I'm reporting this to Google. Billing required. Yeah, enable billing. So yeah, you need not worry about billing, guys. You can simply add your credit card details, and basically it works with it. Hmm. Just a minute, I think I've already added it over something else. Yeah, also you get a $300 credit free if you're making a small application or a project. I think $300 are more than enough for it. So I already have it over my other account. Yes, this one. Yeah, so I have to stop the presentation so that I could add my personal details. And if somebody really has my card details, please do delete them. um Pin code 500. So this is one of the most what do we say, basic of the basic things that you need to do. Bef- okay, cool. Also, guys, you won't be charged anything if you add it. You guys might be worried that what would happen if I add or something, because um let me present my screen and I'll show you. You'll be charged only if you use billable products, and it clearly gives you a prompt that these are the billable products, and this goes so and so. Yeah, just as you can see, this button says start free, so it's for absolutely free. And once you make this account, you get $300 worth of credit free. And also at a lot of events we give free Google Cloud credits to work out on these applications. So it's absolutely for free, guys. You need not what do we say, worry about this one. So I think, yeah, just like you say, you will be getting a 2 rupee or a 1 rupee uh, payment confirmation. So oops, again I have to stop the presentation to make this. So it is just a 1 rupee or a 2 rupee this thing to confirm your account. So once you do all of this, you have made a proper account on um, Google Cloud Console. You will be able to use all the APIs, and also all of these are completely for free. And for starters, like what do we say, for smaller applications, you won't be charged anything at all. So also, guys, make sure if your what do we say, credits are not in what do we say use, make sure you use them, because they also have a expiry period. Okay, let me show you where they are. Yeah, also as you can see, I have used 0 out of 25,121 rupees ka credit. So by paying 2 rupees I got 25,000 k credits for free. So that is a gift for starters, because this is my other account. Just to show you how to create all these things, I had to uh, do all of the stuff again. And as you can see, it also says you're working on this so and so project, the number is this, etc etc. I can switch from here, and this is our current application AI agent for my app. I'll switch to this, and I'll just like we were doing, I'll just type Vertex AI agent, sorry, Vertex AI API, Vertex AI API, and I'll just enable it. Yep, time is running up. I'll just keep it quick. I'll finish the demo. Yeah, I'll enable billing on this, my billing account. I'll simply set it up, and I think I'm getting a notification now viewing project this. Okay, cool. Yep, done. Now I think the API services are enabled. So let's go back to our code and quickly restart our project and see if again we get another error to enable another API, or uh, not. Let me again restart it. Hot restart. Also, the configuration process is exactly the same for everything, for Android, for web, for almost everything. So you need not worry about the framework that you're using. So yeah, I've chosen a picture from my library, and it's loading. It should probably give the name and the description. Until it gives, let me show you the code how it works. So for this, I'm using provider state management, and let me go to the home page. Oops, I'm not calling it home page. I think I'm calling it something else. Yup, chat. Yeah, perfect. So as you can see in the emulator, just by uploading the picture, I got the name and a proper description of it. It says that the Charminar is a 16th century mosque and monument located in Hyderabad, etc., etc. All of these things. And there is something called as "Tell Me More," which I'll tell later. So let me remove this picture and try working out with something else. This is the Eiffel Tower. So let me see if it gives the name and description for this. Something went wrong. Uh, Recitation. Okay, fine. Remove image. Let me do it again. Oops. Okay, we are reaching the 7 o'clock limit that we had for this event. Uh, but I'll keep it much, much, much quicker. Let me quickly restart this thing. So, yep, there are a few bugs in the application because I made a small demo. Couldn't optimize it more for you guys, but I'll try to make it perfect. Hmm, I really don't know what this means. Generative AI exception. Okay. So fine guys. So maybe the first time it worked. Maybe it works with only the Charminar. Let's check. Or maybe again we'll get the error again. Let's check. Yeah, we got the result for Charminar, but not for the Eiffel Tower. So maybe yeah, AI is Hyderabadi. So cool. So let's not waste time. I'll go on. Maybe how about we check something else? I'll go download any other picture from Google. Let's see what else. India Gate. Okay. So yeah, this is it. I'll download this picture. So this can be any picture, guys. I'm getting it from the internet because I don't have any monumental pictures in my gallery. So I'll probably take this one. You can also use the camera picker option. I mean the camera option in image picker library to take it from your camera. But simply I'm like, to keep the process easy, I'm using pictures from my library. So yeah, it also has significant loading time as well. Okay, by the time it loads, let me also show you how stuff works. So number one, we'll start with um just a minute. Yep, we'll start with the functionality one. So there is something called as capabilities dot dot. So here simply what do we say, I've written, does it have a camera or nothing. So you get, what do we say, yeah, also meanwhile we've got the name and the description for the image we uploaded. It clearly says India Gate. So yeah, well did, Gemini. Good job, Gemini. And it also gave me some description about it. I also have to check if this is factually correct. Basically it will 99% be factually correct because it is trained on factually right data, uh, which also might include opinions. So yeah, just be careful while using generative AI LLMs, which are trained on multiple types of data. That is what I would say. Hmm. So yeah, moving ahead, just like I was going through the code. Yeah, so this is how basically I maintain my project structure: UI, models, functionality. You can do it as per your application, which has nothing to do with our project. So here I made a separate config file, and here I just made sure that my Gemini model is Gemini 1.5 Pro. That is the very reason is asked for billing. So here you can use something like Gemini 1.0.0, which is absolutely free of cost. Even if you use it, nothing as of like, you won't be charged anything on that. And then there is Gemini Flash. So you can use either the Flash one or 1.0.0, which is absolutely for free. But 1.5 Pro is a bit chargeable. So just be careful while using the Gemini models. And if you really want to explore what all Gemini models are, what do we say? Mm, purchasable or which are free, you can just simply go to Google, type Gemini Advanced or Gemini Plans, and you can check which one is the suitable for you. So I think, let me check Gemini 1.5 Pro. Google DeepMind gives it. So I think this will be chargeable, and Gemini Flash and Gemini Nano are, I think, not. So Gemini models. Yep, here you go. I'll also paste the link of this in the chat so that you guys can go through this before you use. So just make sure you put this in the config file, irrespective of what app you're building. I'm building a Flutter application. Uh, you might build an Android one, you might build a web app. So you can simply go to your config file, make sure the Gemini model which you pass over here is, what do we say, the not chargeable one. And if you are building an enterprise application, or if you want faster response, etc., etc., then you can go with the 1.5 or any much better versions which are chargeable. So just make sure that is uh, given by you. So that is one thing. And in the models I have some metadata, and I'll tell you why this is exactly like this. So basically, guys, whenever I give Gemini this image, it gives me a lot of what do we say, data, a lot of data. It gives the name, it gives description, it gives suggested questions list. So all of that I receive in JSON. So whenever I give it to Gemini, so what I have did is, because I'm making a, what do we say, a Flutter application, I've made it a Dart model called as metadata. Let's say if you're doing it in Android, you can make what do we say, relevant model, so that you can simply pass it to your UI, and it becomes, what do we say, easy to display the results. So whenever you give a picture to Gemini, you get this kind of data, and that data is basically in JSON. So I just made a model out of it, because uh, for Flutter front end to understand, this model would be used. So basically the MVC pattern or something. Then coming to our UI, I've got components and I've got screens. So there is a chat screen in Tell Me More, where I get to chat with Khan. So I'll tell you who this guy is. And as you can see, suggested questions list is also updated over here. As you can see, the first question is, when was the India Gate built and who designed it? So this also comes from Gemini. Like you can see in the metadata model, we received the name, description, and suggested questions, and I simply used suggested questions over here. So if I control C and control F suggested questions, I used it in the chat page. So um, if metadata is not equal to null, then I'm using the suggested questions over here. So if I ask this question to the chatbot, oops, just a minute. Okay, I think I have to use it again. So let us ask something about Charminar to it. So this is how we are passing the suggested questions to it, and uh, it will again, what do we say, give us a relevant answer, which we can see in the chat. So that is chat for you guys. And let me show you another, this thing, quick ID. So yeah, so this is the screen which, what do we say, we are basically seeing over here. This is the quick, I'm just calling it quick ID because it is giving quick identification of the image. uh, Here I'll directly jump into the code. Just a minute. Where is the scaffold? Yep. So from the memory, I'm just fetching an image, and here um, I have something called as a metadata card. It's a custom widget that I have made. You guys can do anything. So when the data loads, it simply shows over here. Just like you can see, title is name, which is exactly here. Then here the title is description, which is here. And in the content, I'm passing the data that I'm getting from, what do we say, uh, Just a minute. Did anybody ask anything in the comments? No. Yeah, fine. A lot of notifications running around. Yep. So basically, in the content part, I get the local metadata, whatever I get from Gemini. So yeah, just like you can see, I just made a variable for metadata, and which basically points to the model. Just like you can see, I control click this, and it points to the model, the metadata class. Yeah. So this is how we are using it, and all of this is very very simple, very basic code. This is, and we are not writing any ML or Gemini related code in the front end, so it is very very optimized. So that is the application for you guys. And yeah, I also wanted to show you the suggested questions demo. Yeah, what is the historical significance of Charminar? What are some interesting architectural features, etc., etc.? There are a lot of questions, and legends or myths associated with this. Sounds interesting. Let me tap that and see what it says. Mm-hmm. Okay. Or else let me ask a custom question to it. Who built the Charminar? Question mark. So yep, it answered. Charminar was built by Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah, the fifth ruler of uh, this thing. Yeah, so works pretty well. Works pretty well. So if we have to build something of this type, which has a very specific use case, there we used AI agent builder, which is provided by Vertex AI, and all of that was done on the cloud platform on API using on Firebase using the Vertex AI API and Firebase ML API, with very very less pain to take integration, with very less what do we say front end code, and in a very optimized way. So basically, that is Vertex AI Agent Builder for you guys, and this is completely customizable. Completely customizable. You can customize your Vertex AI agent. You can build it. What do we say? Right from scratch. You need not focus on. Um, will it be compatible, will it be optimized, will it take a lot of computational power, and especially just like we talked a lot about payments, you need not worry about that. For starter applications, it requires very less amount of computational power. It is absolutely good to go. And guys, please go home and do try it out. I'll also give the link of the code, and if you have any questions, you can feel free to reach us out via mail or on our social media channels. We'll be happy to clear your doubts if you get any problem. So also, just a minute, let me first give you the link to the GitHub repository. Hmm, where did I put it? Yep, here you go. So this is from Google Cloud Platform itself. So this is the link, and in this, if you go to Gemini, hmm, there is something called as where did it go? Where is it? Sample apps. Yeah, in sample apps there is photo discovery. This is the demo that I showed today. I somehow customized it a bit, um, but this is the demo. You can git clone it and check it out. Also guys, make some modifications to it. This is the most basic demo that I was able to give you guys. Please go home, customize it, and try to build something from, what do we say, your own what do we say, creative ideas. So also guys, if you make something out of this using Gemini or maybe Vertex AI Agent Builder, we would love to showcase it in any of our events. We would be proudly saying that one of our attendees came to this session and made such an incredible application. So we would love to showcase it. You can get a slot to speak and tell about the application. So guys, go home, do try out Gemini API, do try out Vertex AI Agent Builder. have almost sent all the documentations in the chat, and we had very less count today. So maybe these are uh, very active listeners. Thank you so much for staying out throughout the event, though we started late. And a very special announcement, guys, from today. Let me go back to the presentation. Okay, a very special announcement from where is it? Yep, from this month, from the month of August, starting from today, we'll be having TFUG on air every now and then, twice per month or at least once per month. So, which will be focusing on very niche and specific topics like today's Vertex AI Agent Builder. And soon, in the upcoming months, we'll cover more areas of topics like how to make a web app right from scratch using the Gemini API, how it automatically generates code, how it automatically writes functions, how it builds the UI, and all of that will be explained. And we also might show some light on DevOps, MLOps, and on uh, all different sorts of topics where we can cover AI, what do we say, integrations, how we can leverage Gemini or Vertex AI or any of AI products to amplify it, to make it more and more efficient and user driven. So that is it for you guys. If you have any questions, please do put it in the chat. I would love to answer them. I would love to answer. There are just 10 people watching us now, but I would love to answer if you guys have any questions. Others, if you don't have any questions, you can drop off. This whole session will be there, absolutely, I think, forever until YouTube is there. So you guys can tune in anytime, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and watch these videos anytime. So I thought to tell more and more, deep dive a bit more inside, but because we had very less turn up today, I was not able to exactly show how we can customize these AI builders and all. Sorry, um, how basically we can leverage Vertex AI to customize our own AI agent using the AI agent builder, and also, yep, I'm stammering a lot today because of the count. It is pretty less, but still fine. No worries. We had a quality event today. We'll see how we can bring more such stuff to you. And yep, special announcement, another one. We have machine learning study jam that is going on. We are about to launch it. Just a minute. Yeah, this is it. So we already have launched it, and we are about to start the sessions from 17th of August. So they'll be mostly on the weekends, and they'll be mostly in the evening, so that you guys don't have to worry about your busy schedules. And of course, we'll teach everything from scratch. We have got amazing speakers. We have got what do we say, amazing TFUG on air events also coming up uh, every month. But I really hope that you guys help us out with getting us reach, talk it out about what do we say, about how we are discussing on cutting edge AI and cutting edge deep learning or machine learning topics, and how we are what do we say, um, having much, what do we say, content driven sessions. Discuss it about uh, in your circle, and also try to spread a word so that we stay motivated in bringing these kind of things for you. So now I would also like to invite some of my team. If you guys would like to speak, Bilal or Sareb, if you want to tell a couple of words. Just a minute, let me switch back. Also, guys, drop. I'll still be waiting for your questions. If you guys have any questions, please drop down. Also, if you want to use Gemini or anything to cook up some questions, I'm fine with it. But until and unless you understand the concept, it's fine. If you didn't understand it, please tell me how I can tune my content, or just simply ask away. I'll try to explain it in much easier terms. I'll wait for another couple of minutes. I think we don't have one. Okay, we have one question. Omkar says, like for serialization. Okay, let me first pin the question for you guys. Yeah, you can see that on the screen. Like for serialization, I mean for the model, did you write the code using any extension? Yes, yes, yes. There is something called as quick type. You just have to paste the JSON, what do we say, whatever you receive the JSON response, and it automatically makes a dart model out of it. And not just dart, I think there are a lot of what do we say, serialization tools for a lot of different what do we say, just a minute, let me also share the link. uh Quick type IO in the chat. Can we get the form to register for ML study jams? Yes, 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 I'll send you the form, just a minute, in the chat. Yeah, yeah, this is the link for the tool that I use to um, make the model. Of course, every dart and flutter developer uses this. It is a pretty good one. Let me share the form link as well. Also, guys, the study jam is a month long program where you'll be taught every single thing right from scratch. So you need not worry about the prerequisites. If you have programming knowledge and knowledge on oops concepts, it is much better, so that you could easily grasp stuff. So yep, here you go. I'm pinning down the link. I think it's in the description. Sorry, in the chat. I'll also put it down in the description if I can edit it. If not, we are of course sharing it in all of our social channels. And please do subscribe, guys. Today, 10 people watched us. I am expecting 10 subscribers. And do join the LinkedIn group. Do follow it. And we have a WhatsApp community. For ML study jam specifically. If you are registering for it, make sure you join the WhatsApp community, because most of our conversation, most of our update sending would be there itself. So that's it, guys. So keep building with Gemini, keep building with Vertex AI. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is Moin from TensorFlow User Group Hyderabad, signing off. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.